set them spinning.
You see the 34 car at the end, big hit. And it looked like, I can't tell if Connor was coming up the racetrack to side draft or Justin was going down, but regardless, it stacked them up, and Ross Chastain got into the right front of Cody Ware. And when you hit the right front of these cars, it just immediately hangs a left.
Austin Dillon with nowhere to go.
A lot of damage on a 3 car. A lot of movement with Zilich. That's the first time. Second time, you see him starting to move around, trying to avoid it.
Boy, and if you're Johnny Morris, when you have your cars, what are the odds of your cars running into each other like that?
Yeah. That's perfect.
From Chase Briscoe. It's a pretty hard hit, even at reduced speed down in the infield grass.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they say about the right front suspension on that car as we're on board with Austin Dillon right here.
Couldn't see him.
Nothing.
Assuming smoke, huh?
Nothing he can do about
His
that.
lap.
And from Bubba Wallace.
Front row seat.
Couple of quick fuel only stops, but a lot of drivers taking tires. Pit road a busy place still with 34 cars on the lead lap to come out 5 wide.
Oh, so hectic.
First 9 cars off took no tires. We are under caution for this 9-car pileup that began right up at the front of the field.
Zilla's got lucky enough to hit him right there. We came back on the track. Luckily, everybody got loaded up.
Austin Dillon and Chase Briscoe in the garage as we restart.
It was a semi-final lap car.
Kevin, by now, usually in this race, I've kind of figured out what line that I want to be in and try to dictate, my group or the scenario that direction. Have you got a line figured out that you want to be in yet, high or low?
Well, I think a lot of it just depends on the handling and the characteristics of your car. I think if you're tight, you're going to want to run center up the racetrack just to give yourself some more distance and not have to worry about somebody up on the outside of you and sliding that front end into the car. So it really depends on how the handling of your car is affecting how you have to drive it as to where you want to run.
These guys are wanting to try this third lane. Here we go.
Now you see that middle lane right there, fill that hole really quick, but this is going to be an aggressive 38 laps. There's going to be some guys that want to race all the way to the end of the stage, and some guys are just going to want to protect their cars at the back.
Impressive pushing from the 11, Denny Hamlin. He was on his bumper off the corner all the way down the straightaway. Cars fast, ladies and gentlemen. Very good at pushing. That is hard to do. Usually those things come attached. When you bump them, they'll drive off from you. Not the case with him.
Yeah, and the key to being a good pusher like Denny Hamlin just did that last lap is just controlling that distance to the car in front of you, knowing that you want to attach yourself off the corners so that you can push them all the way down the straightaway. And then right here, you see him detach just a little bit, trying to get himself, whether he's got some handling issues or just lose his speed. But the key is trying to get yourself attached to that back bumper. But right there, Austin Cindric up beside him and kind of pulled him back.
Larry Mack, you were right. Look at these lap times. Business is picking up.
40's off, about one.
Cindric forges ahead on the inside with help from Chris Buescher. Ryan Blaney, 3 Fords lined up on the bottom. Chevy, Toyota, Chevy in the middle. Here comes the Ford up on top of Zane Smith. Ryan Keselowski's there.
That's a
and
bad
Corey
call.
Heim.
Now watch this. He's way out front. Chastain, your leader.
Way too far out
Going
front.
to have moves coming on both sides. Those lanes are going
All
to
right,
start
yeah.
coming.
Now come down to the bottom. Too late.
How about Chris Buescher starting dead last in this race, ladies and gentlemen, pushing that inside lane.
In a backup car, number 17.
You know, when those cars are 3 wide like that, it takes a lot for
Two
the
better
inside
come out to
or
the
outside
bottom,
lane
too
to be
late.
able to break away. What you see right now is that 38 car up on the top right there. He's been consistently up front since that strategy flipped his way.
Whoa, at 17 at Witness.
Closing in on halfway in the Daytona 500. Ross Chastain from Alva, Florida, out front in his Chevrolet.
Come back.
Lead lap, 3 caution flags, just 17 caution laps. Third most lead changes all time at the halfway point in the 500 today.
Well, Clint, we've had a lot of questions about the Trackhouse cars. We saw them qualify in the middle of the pack. We've talked about the personnel changes that they've had this year. And right now you see Ross Chastain and Shane Van Gisbergen at the front of this field. So good showing so far for Trackhouse Racing.
Another good block. That management of these runs, so crucial to staying up front, keeping that track position.